Happy holidays, and thank you for joining us for the MCUL and Affiliates December Priority Report. In our last priority report of the year, we have some exciting developments to discuss. But before we do that, I'd like to offer a few of my personal holiday wishes to our credit union community here in Michigan. As we get older, we tend to get a bit more emotional thinking of the many things for which we're thankful. I know that's the case for me. Those things certainly include, in my case, my family, my life's journey so far, and all that I've been able to experience in my life. And of course, my opportunity to work in the credit union movement that does so much good for so many people. At the holidays, I think that we all reminisce a bit more than usual. We think about Christmas time when we were young, time with family, and the most hopeful and happy feelings. Of course, sadly, this isn't universally true. So many people, so many families are unable to experience the true joy of Christmas. Many of us do quite well financially, but unfortunately, something like 40% of consumers don't have enough savings to respond to an unexpected financial expense of even $400. Many live paycheck to paycheck. And even among the more affluent, a single life challenge, like a medical condition, a lost job, or a divorce can send families reeling toward financial despair. I was fortunate to grow up in a family of modest means, but one that always provided for the children. My mother was a young widow raising 4 boys on her own. I always found joy in Christmas nonetheless. It wasn't so much about how many gifts or presents we got. It was about time with family, the smells of the Christmas tree, pumpkin pies, candles. I remember fondly the white Christmas that almost always arrived in my hometown of Bountiful, Utah, where I grew up. Now, as I reflect on Christmas, I want to wish my credit union family here in Michigan a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. May we reflect on all that brings the world peace and joy at this time of year. Financial security is such an important part of that. And for our wonderful credit union callings, I hope that we can share great personal pride and collective pride in what we're all doing to help millions of members and households achieve financial security and even survival in some cases. Credit unions are truly wonderful, and most members truly love their credit union. So from all of us at the Michigan Credit Union League and CU Solutions Group, we share a passion for helping to support and advance the credit union movement. For that stewardship, I and we are immensely grateful. So happy holidays. Now on to this month's update. In early December, as you well know, Senate Republicans managed to pass a sweeping tax bill that, among many other things, maintained the credit union not-for-profit tax-exempt status. But even as the House and Senate worked to reconcile their bills, both of which maintained our tax status, and even with statements of support from the entire Michigan congressional delegation, bankers associations both in Michigan and abroad continued to attack credit unions. This is yet another example of why it's so important for the Michigan Credit Union League and Michigan credit unions to stay engaged on important issues. While your league works closely with CUNA on these key developments, this is truly a team effort that requires the active involvement of our entire association membership in partnership with CUNA, along with a strong grassroots response from our credit union community. That level of engagement is critical, especially right now, because we have strong momentum and several major legislative victories in sight. In early December, the Senate Banking Committee passed the MCUL and CUNA-backed Economic Growth, Regulatory Relief, and Consumer Protection Act. This is a bipartisan bill that was co-sponsored by our own Michigan Senator Gary Peters. It's a common-sense regulatory relief bill that contains important regulatory relief for credit unions. We need to see this legislation brought up for a vote on the Senate floor. So we ask you once again to help us push this package over the finish line. While the League and CUNA will continue forward with our own efforts, we need you to continue your outreach to your senators. Let them know the stakes. Let them know that this bill means our members will have greater access to mortgage loans, along with increased small business lending for their constituents and communities. You can work through your own channels, work with the Michigan Credit Union League, or leverage CUNA's Easy Access portal at commonsenseregulations.com. And while there is a lot going on in Washington, D.C., I also want to report on some great news for Michigan credit unions. In late November, CUNA announced winners of its 2017 CUNA Awards, and I'm proud to report that 4 Michigan credit unions will be honored at the next CUNA GAC in February of 2018. In each of their respective asset size divisions, Community Financial Credit Union won first place for the Desjardins Youth Financial Education Award. Public Service Credit Union won first place for the Louise Herring Philosophy in Action Member Service Award. MSU Federal Credit Union was awarded second place for the Desjardins Adult Financial Education Award, and Alliance Catholic Credit Union was awarded honorable mention for the Desjardins Adult Financial Education Award. Thank you, and once again to our award-winning credit unions and to all credit unions, we thank you for your dedication and upstanding work. In our own effort to promote the credit union difference, MCUL continues to develop new long-term strategies that will make the CU Link campaign more effective and efficient. With the CU Link Steps campaign wrapping up in December, new creative for the CU Link, There's Real Strength in Our Numbers campaign, will go live in January of next year. Based on market research, we continue to shift more investment into digital video, digital radio, and social media. While these channels continue to gain more traction, they also come at a lower cost investment. This is driving an incredible ROI for the campaign, with Michigan credit unions being the main beneficiary. By now, Michigan credit unions will have already received also their 2018 MCUL affiliation packets in the mail. And if you haven't, watch for these in the coming days. And as you review the affiliation materials, we ask you to consider making a full fair share contribution to the CU Link Cooperative Advertising Campaign. We continue to see a strong correlation between the campaign's investment and the level of public awareness that it helps generate. Because we believe so strongly in CU Link's effectiveness, we will once again make a matching contribution of up to $1 million for the campaign as a whole. And of course, roughly 50% of the full fair share contribution dollars are eligible for marketing reimbursements that go back to the credit union to be used for your own marketing integration. Now, new this year, we will be strongly encouraging the use of CU Solution Group's marketing resources for these integration funds. That means that the dollars you get back for integration would be encouraged to be spent in consultation with our marketing company, Focus IQ, for a variety of media opportunities that include digital advertising, custom videos, social media content, billboard ads, gas station TV, and many other options. We hope that you appreciate that since these integration dollars come from our business unit, we want to encourage our Michigan credit unions to use those dollars by spending with our marketing company's services as you look to integrate your messaging with your credit union's brand advertising. And hopefully have you spend those dollars through Focus IQ or with CUSG. Now, we'll discuss the full range of marketing services like gas station TV and Focus IQ in Grand Rapids at the upcoming MCUL Lending and Marketing Conference, which is March 20th and 21st of next year. While our education team is working to finalize the agenda for this event, as always, it'll be an invaluable experience for any credit union professional in the field of marketing or lending or executive management. While the STEPS campaign will end here in Michigan this month, CUSG is evolving the STEPS campaign into a turnkey marketing packet that will be available to credit unions nationwide next year. Marketing Solutions and Focus IQ are developing template-based packages that will include low-cost, high-impact creative for print, digital, outdoor, and social media. In other CUSG Marketing Solutions news, with well over 500,000 registered lines, CUSG's Sprint Credit Union Member Discount Program continues strong into next year. Since June, the program has averaged more than 2,000 new lines registered per day, and the pace of growth is accelerating. In fact, the week of November 26th was the strongest in 2017, with just shy of 30,000 lines registered in a single week. That pushed November's pace to more than 2,800 lines per day. So we're doing very well with the help of our credit union community, and we encourage all Michigan credit unions to promote the Sprint Credit Union Member Discount in order to help members save from this great benefit of credit union membership. Now, CUSG Performance Solutions is adding to its offerings in 2018. In mid-December, CUSG and Angut Search Group launched the firm CUSG Executive Search, powered by Angut, a joint venture with full-service search and recruiting capability. CUSG Executive Search, powered by Anget, will draw on the firm's industry-leading expertise to deliver executive search, recruiting, research, board consulting, and training to credit union clients. Performance Solutions is also in beta testing of its strategic and operational planning product called CU Planning Pro with select Michigan credit unions. Now, CU Planning Pro is a powerful web application that helps credit unions create strategic and operational plans, define and achieve organizational goals, and develop industry-related performance metrics. After piloting the software internally and with credit unions, CU Planning Pro is targeting an official nationwide launch starting in Michigan in early 2018 and then nationally thereafter. Finally, I'd like to turn attention to CUSG's technology solutions. LifeSteps Wallet was officially made available to credit unions nationally on November 1st. After months of dedication and hard work by our team, the team is putting final touches on the product, and the first custom release of the wraparound container app has been delivered to our first client credit union here in Michigan. Now, as many of you already know, the Technology Solutions team is now servicing credit unions in regulatory compliance. Credit unions in Michigan and across the country have been receiving an alarming number of demand letters claiming they violated the Americans with Disabilities Act, specifically concerning web accessibility guidelines. As a result, the MCUL has written a letter to Deputy Assistant Attorney General John M. Gore asking for clarity on ADA guidelines as they pertain to credit union websites. In addition to our advocacy with CUNA on this challenge, CUSG Tech Solutions has taken steps to protect credit unions and make ADA compliance a simpler process. The team offers solutions ranging from simple auditing services that uncover ADA concerns with your website to thorough scans that automate instant fixes for a larger number of issues. More details concerning the ADA bill, frequently asked questions around ADA compliance, and access to CUSG's auditing and compliance services can be found at our website at cusolutionsgroup.com. Please understand that there is no absolute safeguard to protect against frivolous lawsuits, obviously, but these CUSG audit services can help give greater assurances that websites are fully compliant. Among other topics, ADA compliance and credit union websites will surely be a topic of discussion at the MCUL and Affiliates Compliance Conference, scheduled for February 21st and 22nd in East Lansing. Credit and compliance professionals can learn best practices, get tips from the pros, meet knowledgeable business vendors, and network with colleagues from across the state. Hotel rooms are being held at the Marriott at University Place in East Lansing until February 2nd, so make sure to book accommodations early. So that's all for this month's edition of Priority Report. We hope you found this commentary valuable and insightful. Thank you once again for joining us, and as I said at the beginning, we wish you all and your families the happiest of holidays, and we'll see you again in 2018.